Hi, my name is Pete Lewis from Cheshire Classic Benz. Today I'm going to show you a lovely 1982 Mercedes 230 CE Coupe W123. I'm just going to walk into the barn, start it from cold and drive it out to show you. Okay, let's have a look around the car. If I get a little bit over enthusiastic sounding about this car, it's because I genuinely think it is an absolutely gorgeous thing. When we acquired it, we immediately wanted to put it in our own collection, but we already have a W123 and we've got far too many cars of our own, so that's not to be. Anyway, without going into too much on that score, let me go around the car and show you. I really don't think there's going to be much I'm going to be able to criticise on this car. Chrome, paintwork, everything is lovely. There are one or two tiny little stone chips that have been touched in, but they've barely grazed the lacquer. One there. It is probably, I think, the best W123 that's available for sale anywhere in the UK. Wheels, original alloys and never refurbished as far as we can tell, so there are one or two tiny marks on them. Those of you that have seen the car in the photographs on the website might notice that the wheel nuts were a bit rusty, the wheel bolts. We've replaced those with brand new ones since. Tyres are Dunlops all round, in very good condition and with good tread, but they are quite old, so we will be replacing them with brand new before the car goes out. Just let me take you around the wheel arches. Not a speck of a problem anywhere there. I'm just going to go around the sills. You can see that there's nothing to comment on whatsoever. Rear wheel, same comments apply. Wheel arch on the rear near side. Rear chrome round the window, rear windscreen, no delamination, no moisture marks or anything like that. We did sell this car to its last owner 6 years ago and he's cherished it during that time. Not a mark on the boot lid. One mark I do know of is there's a little tiny bubble coming up on the chrome on the corner of the bumper there, which was there 6 years ago when we sold it to its last owner. Hasn't gone anywhere since. Fairly new in the last 2-3 years, stainless steel exhaust, which I'll come to when we show you the underside of the car. No problems on the rear lights or the rear bumper. Again, just a tiny little bubble coming up on the chrome there. I don't know whether you can see it. I certainly wouldn't do anything with that if it were my car, but it would be possible to find a rear quarter bumper if you really wanted to. I'll show you the boot while we're around here. Lovely original paint under the boot lid, warning triangle, floor mats, which I'll just remove, as I will the boot carpet, which is absolutely as new. Just show you in the sidewells there, we've got a rally plate from the W123 day from 2016, where the latest owner took it. We've got the original toolkit, and as you can see, the inner side as new. I'll just see if I can get a little shot underneath the rear shelf, because I know that people are used to these being horrible and rusty on W123s. I can't see that, I hope you can. The original remains of the factory sticker under there. Let's just have a look under the carpet. Original spare wheel, possibly the original tyre on that. So the jack, original label showing you how to change the wheel, etc. All absolutely as new under there. I think you'll agree. Let's just put those mats back in. I'm going to go around the driver's side of the car now. Fuel flap, lovely condition, original sticker, no problems there. Underneath the rear, in fact I'll show you both sides under here because it can be a problem point. You can see there, that's all lovely. I'll just go around the other side and do the same, although I will be going around the underside of the car shortly. You can see there, you can see the stainless steel silencer there, which incidentally the stainless steel exhaust does sound exactly like the original, so it's been well tuned. So going around the driver's side, windows closed on this side, I've opened them on the other side so you can see the pillarless effect. Front electric windows, rear manual. Again, the sills, jacking points, all gorgeous. Rear wheel arch on this side. Yeah, I think you can see that's absolutely lovely. Front wheel arch. And front wheel, as we said before, nothing different there. Okay, let me show you now the inside of the car. Oh, just before we do that, the roof. So lovely pillars, unmarked roof. We've got an aftermarket wind deflector on the electric sunroof, which I think has probably been on the car since new. It's only clamped on, so it would come off without any holes having been drilled or anything. But I guess these rubber strips might well leave a bit of a mark on the paint, a discoloration perhaps. So best left where it is, I think. So inside the car, dashboard, 48,722 miles showing, all of which is supported by the service history, which is very, very detailed. No cracks, discoloration, anything to the dash. Likewise the woodwork, all perfect. Original, is it Blaupunkt? Yes, original Blaupunkt Heidelberg radio cassette, which I have just tested, works fine, lovely. Doesn't pick up 1980s radio stations unfortunately, but you get what you're given these days. Armrest, no problems with the piping at all, absolutely as new. Driver's seat, this is MB Tex by the way, which you probably know is the Mercedes-Benz imitation leather vinyl, but the benefit of it is it lasts incredibly well, much better than leather. There is the tiniest little mark there, which I've only just spotted, I've never even seen before, but other than that I can't see any single defect whatsoever on the driver's seat, the headrest, the armrest. Back seat similar. You can see it's all absolutely as new, as is the rear shelf, which does have the original first aid kit under there. Ashtray, never been used. Under the rear carpet, all absolutely as new. Let's have a, oh, and the cargo nets, which are normally all saggy and horrible, all nice and taut. Let's have a look at the under the front carpet. There's one or two little scuffs, not scuffs, little dusty bits from my feet, but you can see there, all absolutely as new, as is the tread plate on the driver's side. Let me go around. Oh, anything else to say on the steering wheel? I don't think so. All perfect, nothing to comment on there. Let me go around the other side and show you inside there. So again, carpet's perfect, under the carpet's perfect, seat absolutely perfect. Oh, glove box, a couple of old tax discs in there, but other than that, clean as a whistle. Under the rear carpet, all as new again. Tread plates, gorgeous. Door card, absolutely lovely. Let's now move underneath. I'll just show you underneath the door first of all, which is nice and clean. I'll go around the underside on this side. I'll show you the under the door on the other side of the car as well. So you can see chassis legs underneath the engine. Under the floor you can see the stainless steel exhaust there. It's all very, very nice indeed. Rear suspension arms, maybe just a hint of bits of surface rust on those, but absolutely as you would expect for a 38-year-old car, which incidentally will be qualifying for free road tax in 2 years' time if nothing changes politically. Underneath the spare wheel well, lovely new fuel pump there. I think you can just see it. That's probably itemised in the service history. Underneath the floor this side, absolutely gorgeous. And let's just go under the front of the car. Headlamp wash wipe, which have been disconnected because they're more trouble than they're worth on this model, but they're physically and cosmetically still fine. Underneath the front, hardly even a stone chip under the front here. Let's have a look under the, just very light surface rust to the heavier suspension components, as you would expect. And on the other side, oh, let's just do the driver's door underneath, which I didn't show you before. As you can see, there's a little bit of wax there, nothing more, which is probably the original factory wax. Okay, door card as new. Just going to whiz round now, open the bonnet, and then I will show you under the in the engine bay. Grille, no marks or dents or anything to the grille or the vanes. Original badge, looking lovely. Under bonnet mat, probably the original, still in perfect condition. The engine bay, not polished to death like some concours examples are, although this car has won concours competitions in the recent years with its latest owner. Details of that on the website. Look at the original air cleaner housing, original paint, stickers, etc. on there. Washer bottle, coil, lovely inner wings, no trace of corrosion there. Likewise down in the hinge wells, looking lovely. On the bulkhead there, nice and clean, not that you would expect it not to be. Inner wings on this side, lovely. The odd little bit of transit wax that's been left from the new car preparation. A little bit of surface rust on the brake servo, but that's not really anything to worry about. Obviously no paint on the manifold because it's been burnt off by the heat, but no broken studs, anything like that. Original paint on top of the engine, no obvious oil leaks. Everything's looking lovely. Let's have a look at the oil dipstick. There we are. So oil lovely and clean. Has been serviced very recently, I think. The latest owner had it serviced at Mer Trucks in Derby, the Mercedes-Benz dealer, for the 6 years he owned it. So we've got lovely clean everything in that. I think that's probably about it under the bonnet. So like I said, there isn't really much I can say about this car other than it is the loveliest W123 Coupe. And whilst we get really emotional about the SLs and the cabriolets and things like that, this is a really rare thing, rarer than an SL in this condition. I will be really sorry to see it go. I may shed a tear as it drives out, but unfortunately it has to go because we've got too many cars of our own. So thank you very much for watching the video. The full details are on our website at www.ccbenz.co.uk, along with loads more photographs and very much detail of the history of the car, who's owned it, where it's lived, and the service history. So thanks very much for watching, and we hope to hear from you soon.